Okay, we're back with VOD review of Rick's games. We'll see. I just watched one for 15 minutes and realized I was wasting my time. Let's see if anything I wanted to talk about happens in this game. It's tough because the stuff I want to talk about is a little more big, big picture. But that means I gotta like pay attention more. Maybe not speed through the whole game. But then the VOD review is gonna be forever long. Because I gotta find spots where I actually see the stuff I want to talk about, you know? So much here. Rick just winning lane against Vladimir. Kind of rare. Rare footage. Vladimir very hard to beat lane. Just kidding. He loses. Playing too close to tower. We don't need to talk about it. Just ended up losing a 1v1. No biggie. Vlad's got ghost. Pretty common on Vlad. I think since you lost lane phase, there won't be that much interesting discussion during lane phase because I want to point out a bad habit that you have when you're winning, which we already talked about in voice or in text chat, so you'll probably know. Rick, this is something because I think this Thresh just walked up on you in full view. You do this a lot when people come to gank you. Is like you dare them to kill you. This is not what I wanted to talk about. But sometimes you're just like, fuck it. Bring it, dude. Happens pretty often. You're gonna say I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get away or whatever. It happens all the time. You'll have ward in this brush, the jungler will come, and then you'll just be like, gank me. Fucking gank me. You'll just stand there. Okay, Vladimir just ulted. You probably were not looking, which is fine because you would probably be shopping at the time. That's top Thresh? The hell? He's 1-4 already? It's only the hell? He's griefing? Hell yeah, fuck that guy. Okay, your team is winning. Oh, they lane swapped? The Thresh is like in chat saying like fucking Timo cheese, blah blah blah. Let me take mid, let me take mid, let me take mid. And then he takes mid and dies immediately. Okay. Classic silver move, walking in a straight line against the hook character. You're gonna get threshed, baby. What's he AP? His hook hit like a truck. Nah, he's damaged. DPS thresh. Okay. Can't blame you. Thresh, you don't play against Thresh mid. You don't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. Easy pick. Thresh roamed bottom? Okay. You've got mid for free? He kills you? Okay. I mean, whatever. Yeah, again, it's like a cheese lane. But I guess like what you needed to do was hit tab, realize that he's an AD character. You can't just let him walk up on you like that. His auto attacks are gonna hurt. And the first one's very forgivable because you're like, what in the hell? Second one, can't let him be walking up on you. It's like letting Master Yi walk melee. Now this one, he went for a tricky approach. Got him easy. F. We're never gonna get to my talking points. Rick's always got visitors mid lane. What the hell? This team's doing good. Rick's taking a lot of aggro, and like his Briar is making profit off of it. Rest of his lanes are like, look at the CS difference. Not huge here, but huge there, because this Thresh is kind of fucking around. Ooh, get him. He gets turret. Dang, got all the turret blades. Holy. Okay. Yeah. Smash this guy. Ugh. Your Teemo's doing it? I would not do this. Okay. Are you guys gonna die for it? Yeah. That was your Teemo's fault, but tip from a jungler, and this is me, like as a jungler speaking, if it's not like completely free, like the jungler for enemy team is dead and we just saw their top and mid go back or something, it pisses me off when people that aren't the junglers start hitting any jungle camp, but especially the neutrals. This Briar is so fed, she could have come over and secured that easily. And instead, like, you guys killed it, right? But you didn't pick up the ornament, and you both died. But that wasn't what we're clicking on the video for. I just would highly never recommend never ever hitting the neutral creep without your jungler there. And another thing to note for everybody watching, you should always let the jungler hit the camp first, unless again it's an obvious play that you're obviously going to start doing the objective, like. But if it's like kind of a toss up, you should never touch it. You always gotta let the jungler hit it first, because they're the ones that got their life on the line for this shit, man. Okay, anyway, of old man in the jungle ranting, back to seeing if we can find Rick. He's been dealing with some weird shit in this game. It's hard to critique what he should be doing when everybody else is clowning around him. And he's dealing with the clowns. Okay, easy kills. Rick gets the kill. Okay, this also isn't what I meant to talk about in this video. But one thing that you do very commonly, you have, this guy's got like a stun, and I mean, if he doesn't even hit the stun, he's got a slow. You should not be leading with your ultimate in this situation. And your fear is up. So, in my opinion, it should be impossible to miss your ult in this situation. Because you can hit a CC. You don't need to fire your ult raw here. Like, this is a horrible decision. Because it's like so dodgeable. Even if it was better aimed, like if it was aimed directly at him because he's not going to be able to move, he could flash it potentially. His flash is down, but you probably didn't know that. You're not like accounting for his flash. But there's no reason to take a risky shot when you could easily see and hit the slow just hit right there. So I'm not. I don't want you to think that this is about one specific play because it's not. Your ultimate is super high value, so you should not be firing it off willy nilly. Because basically, the cat gets away here. If you wait and you hit your fear first, or you wait for him to slow first, then you get the guaranteed ultimate, and then you get the reset and you kill this cat too. Maybe you don't kill the cat; she's still pretty high health, but you like this turns out way better. I wish I wish there was a way to see how much money Rick has right now. They gotta enable that. Or I'm just dumb and I don't know where to check it. Okay, let's just do a little rewind. Let's see. Did Rick come back from lane? He did. Okay, so he probably doesn't actually have that much money right here. What the hell? How long since Rick left base? He just spawned. Then he comes down here and gets one kill. Okay. In fact, you probably didn't even need to use your ult there, but I'm fine with the idea of you using it. Okay, Rick's not afraid of the thresh because he knows the thresh is throwing. Okay, here's a high chance of Rick doing what I'm here to actually talk about in the video. He's ultra greeting for a kill. Doesn't get it. His jungler is clearing objective. He's walking into turret. He's dead? Well, you're trolling so much right now. You just like did nothing for a whole minute right there. You're still not backing? Oh, you're gonna wave clear? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. We don't even need to see how far. Like, hold on. This Karthus is already off screen? Isn't your ult down? Oh, you have flash. Okay, right here, you have to quit. 1829. He got away. He puts the slow, you have to walk the longer way. He's already gone. You're like gambling that he just hit B right here. Okay, so we're on the clock. Hold on. I have a fancy new pen. 18. Man, I would need to make this smaller somehow. 18. 29. Okay. Oh, to make that mark. Give me my cursor back. This guy's getting dragon. These minions are gonna get tower. Hold on, because we know he doesn't actually back there. $19.12. Hold on, we're doing a bit. 19. We're gonna do math live on stream. Did the yellow change colors? 1912. So hold on. I can do this. 18 minutes, 29 seconds. Ignore this. Oh, I've got like a highlighter tool on now or something. See how this 18 is? Maybe it automatically does that. Okay. Okay, so subtract this. This is 0. We're at 12 seconds. You 3. Subtract this. We're at 18. This is 0, 0, 10. 8. No. Wait. This is not 10. Wait. If you subtract 1 minute, that gives you 6 here. 43 seconds. 43 seconds down the drain. And minions spawn every 30 seconds. So you lost 43 divided by 30. It's equals almost 1.5 minion waves. Doing nothing. 1.5 minion waves is equal to 150 times 1.5 gold, which equals 275. You lost 275 gold there. What the hell, Rick? What the hell were you thinking? 275 gold so you could chase Karthus around? Come on. So now it won't let me undo any more than this. Hold on. I got to get the eraser out. Now look at how far behind on pace you are. Your team is ready to push mid. You in the time you could have gone back, you could be right here with Varus right now. Your Bard is also a dumb fucking piece of shit who encouraged you to do this, by the way. So you guys could right now have a 4-person push mid lane and be powering down this tower. But you're gonna back. Your Bard is off the map right now. Despite getting a kill a kill bot lane and forcing their jungler to back, you guys are behind in tempo. You lost map control off of this. Because Karthus is going to be on the map. Karthus could be on the map with the cat while you guys are off the map. So it's like a 2v4 despite you guys getting the kill. And this part isn't a meme. This is the truth. You guys got a kill, and you chased their jungler off the map, and you lost map control from it. I'm realizing that the ADC is dead currently from Briar getting another kill. Your Briar is going fucking nutty mode. But essentially, Briar's gonna die here. But the point still stands, regardless of me misunderstanding the fact that the ADC had died a second time, just because your Briar is so insanely strong. But, like, look at how this play gets neutralized. Briar even makes a play and gets another kill. You guys would have 100% taken this tower. you would have been able to establish like vision control or gotten like this turret pressured or something. But instead, what happens is your Briar dies because these two, what their choices were, since you guys were fucking around, were to just go back and give up all tempo. That's what Briar really should have done, is just gone back and started farming. But you guys should have had advantage. That's what was going through her head because you guys got kills. So she wanted to push. But in the end, she dies. You guys don't get anything for your kills bottom. And the Varus just wanders around. Completely ruined play. Because of wandering around. Okay, I hammed it up a little bit, but I hope you get the point. What the hell? I wish I was VOD reviewing this Bard right now because I hate the way he's playing more than you. Okay, this is a bad look. You might not know that your Bard just ulted because he shouldn't have ulted. But your Varus is backing and you're walking into 3 of them. Oh wait, the Thresh is trolling. Never mind. This is a good look, actually. I lied. You were right. You used your contextual knowledge to make the correct decision here. I guess if that was like the other players on their team, that would have been a bad decision. But the Vlindamir's not here. Just kidding. I take it back. Rick the Goat. Rick the Goat for recognizing the Inter and just beating him down some more. Okay, this one was a good decision. You guys win a play. You hit back. Easy reset. Your team's pushing with your advantage. Just kidding. It took you 10 minutes to shop. Oh my god. I'm not getting the pen back out. Okay, your team makes a play. Okay. Well, here's a conversation about tempo. Let's pause the game. So the way that my master, Sensei, Tam, explained tempo to me is that basically... What? The pen. Give me the pen. Basically, at any given time, you can draw a line between the front line of all of your champions, and this is where your like tempo is, right? Usually it corresponds to where your minions are. Now, it is also determined by which champions are in those vicinities and how strong they are. So you right now have low tempo bottom, you've got high tempo in mid and top. So the enemy, I'm saying tempo, which is like a buzzword, I guess. It probably is hard to even understand, and I'm using it to explain itself. The enemy is going to look to push your line back to river, basically at all times. They will always try and get you to be low tempo. They do not want you across the river. That is subconsciously, even if you aren't thinking about it, this is how like every single League player plays the game. Now, I don't think we have any knowledge of where a lot of their team is. There's 3 people on the map for both teams, but you have the knowledge that your support is bagging and that your jungler is in base. So I would say overall, you have very low tempo right now. Because there's potential for it to be like... Let me get all this shit off the screen now. There's potential Wait, don't bring that stuff back. uh, for there to be like a lot of people mid, because they have no reason to go to Varus, and Teemo is a harder target not only to get to right now because mid lane is easier to get to than top lane. He's further back than you are, but also you're like less elusive than Teemo is. Teemo has shrooms and a move speed, where Vex is like kind of a sitting duck. So, in my opinion, based on the tempo right now, you should not be where you are. You should abandon this position, which maybe is what you're about to do, and you should either. This fucking piece of shit. This guy is ruining the whole tempo of your whole play. You have no real objective right now, so I would back up behind River and wait for your next minion wave. And your jungler should go clear. Man, you guys have like literally zero tempo. Okay, yeah, basically you should understand that because you're missing people on your team and you know that you have like no pressure on the map, right? So the enemy team has the only incentive they have right now is to come kill you. Is that what's gonna happen? Okay, Rick's kind of feeling it. Okay, they come for the Teemo. Okay. In the 50-50, they go for the Teemo, which I would say is a horrible decision because the Karthus is ganking for a losing lane and see how he dies. See, now in this situation, this play was blown by your bard. Because the Teemo pulls aggro and it ends up the Briar has a tempo corrector, so she ults in and gets the 2 kills for 1. She ends up correcting the a mistake by Teemo pushing when he doesn't have tempo. Uh and if Bard recognized that we were putting pressure on mid lane and he came here instead of your lowest tempo lane, you guys had like no pressure here. Instead of going there, he should have come mid and you guys would have probably killed those guys and taken this tower. But instead, he's fucking around. This Bard is like a negative player on your team. Oh, it doesn't matter. Rick with the big plays, they're gonna get the players in the tower anyway. Okay, big Vladimir. Yep, he's gonna kill your whole team. Just kidding. Briar and Vladimir. Briar is melee Vladimir. She can take him. That wasn't the worst play. Your Briar went to farm, so you should have been more scared, but whatever. Because the Vladimir's huge, right? Yeah, he's gigantic. But he used like summoners to get you and stuff. Not a big deal. Okay, your Briar has a vision for victory. She wants to get a pick so she can get dragon. Oh shit! She's farming. Nigel, welcome back. Oh, she finishes the camp. Uh, okay. You already know what's up here. You already know. You already know what you did. Oh, Varys with the snipe. We're not gonna talk about it. You already know. We'll put the numbers on the screen. How many people were on one team, on blue team? Blue team, they had what? 5? Red team, how many players did red team have? 3? Bad news, teams. Bad news. Okay, Briar says enemy junglers down. We're gonna win. She has vision for victory. This is the game? Aw, Timo dies. Rick dies. Unfortunately, and I saw you do it. Your Briar leaves, which I think is a bad decision to begin with. I think you guys should have just kept pressure. I don't. She blew this first. You hit the B button. This is the correct call. That was the correct move. Cause now you're in a 3v2, and you're not low, but he's low. You're essentially in like a 1v3. This guy's good for maybe one spell, if that. And like, this is a recurring theme if you watch Rick's games. Rick has never seen a hook in his life. If you're playing Nautilus, Thresh, he will get hooked. And he's dead. Bard's not even looking at his screen. He doesn't even know what's going on over here. This was mostly your Briar's fault. You should have just been able to keep pressure up there, but you can't control your teammates. And when you tried to back here, that was the right call. Because again, talking about the tempo, you have no tempo bot lane. Varys is not creating pressure by being here. He's also at half health. Did he just won a 1v1, I think? Your Briar walked away. She's the most powerful player on your team. Your options there were to walk with your Briar or back. And you didn't do either, so you get killed for it. Because if we go back to when you hit the B button, should have just hit B right there. But let's draw the line. Line tool. Here's the line. Right now, you're a high pressure top. But look at the things, the high pressure that you have. It's you. Do you even have your spells right now? Your ult is down and your flash is down. You know what that means? You're chum. You're shark bait in the water, as we've discovered recently. uh, and you guys do have numbers advantage, but not that big. And the big boss is alive. Yeah, I don't even know if you. I don't think you died yet. Yeah, maybe you do. But like, again, it's like 1v3. You're pushing on a 1v3, which you should not be doing. This guy is useless. Look at him. And as I've discovered, he's dog. You do die to the big boss. Both of you do, huh? Oh, he gets away. He gets away for himself. Now Briar's gonna do the same thing, but she might be strong enough to deal with it, especially since Vlad just uses cooldowns. Okay, so yeah, you guys have no tempo now. The tempo is broken. No map control. But Briar is strong enough. She knows if somebody explores the jungle, she can fight them. Not all of them. She's in trouble here. Okay. I think Briar can hop that wall. Nigel? Knowledge check? Can Briar hop that wall without flashing right there? Okay, Teemo just gave his life for a thing. I don't know. Again, in this situation, you had no. If you draw the line, your line is like here. You have like nobody's pushing this lane. Nobody is on map in this lane, and Teemo should not be here. Nobody can help him. He was guaranteed dead, but he trades his life for inhibitor. Is it worth? The victory screen says it's worth. Dodged a hook. Let's go. Okay. Finally, first good Bard ult of the game. First and only Bard play of the game. And it's over. This game goes on? You guys like do a full base clear? The fucking Teemo piece of shit. Okay, he comes. Okay. I thought that this game was gonna go even longer. Thank God. Okay. Hopefully the tempo discussion made a little bit of sense there. Let's see some of these games that I actually watched, maybe. Okay, we're not watching this one. This is the one where Rick just was dunking on him over and over, and I don't have anything insightful to say here. This one, he like blew up a Kale 1,800 times. Is there a play to talk about in this one? Let's speed through it and look. Again, I mentioned it's harder to talk about these concepts because they're a little more high minded rather than just reacting to what went wrong. But we'll see. I hope you're having fun watching the video so far. Nobody cares. Rick gets ganked. Nobody cares. This is boring. Nobody cares. Rick gets ganked. Look at this play. Hold on. Big Ricky. He says, "Oh, you took a turret shot? Oh, shit. Bye-bye." Oh, you fucking want some, Kale? You fucking want some? He's got blue buff, baby. See ya. Big Rick. Let's go. Okay, huge play. Watch the rest of the team. Okay, right here. Why? Okay, he hits him. Walk this Kale down. It don't. Right? Okay, I do actually remember this. I remember critiquing this exact play. In my head, you just big dick this Kayle, right? Look at it. She's got boots. She is already one of the weakest characters in the game. She has just boots. You've got half boots plus damage plus damage. She has nothing on you. She should not even be able to show her face outside a tower. So, in my opinion, I was going to say just now, like, you were already playing too passive. You should already be hitting her. But, that's fine. You're making sure you get your CS. Right here, she's dead. In my opinion, you chase her all the way back to tower right here. There's, like, you have blue buff, so you can be spamming your spells anyway. But, like, she is playing way too far up. And what you should, at a minimum, be able to do, and we were watching, so we knew your Ignite was up. Let's turn this to make sure we're not getting any false information here. So you should immediately get on her. You shouldn't have even walked backwards. Fuck this bitch. Okay. Turret shoots. You should just walk her down. Ignite should be on her already to stop her from using her self-heal. And you should walk her all the way to her grave. I don't know why you walk away. And Nigel said, in this situation, at a minimum, you burn her ultimate. And Kayle's ult pretty long. Pretty long compared to most ultimates. So it's like you get a 3-minute window to kill her after that. Instead, she's getting farm. That shouldn't be possible. This situation shouldn't be possible. You should be standing in front of the minions here. Fuck this bitch. You know, look, she's even respecting it. Again, it could have ignited right there too. But like, it's like, and now you want the kill. Like you know you're one spell away from the kill. But like you don't have flash or ult, do you? Yeah. You do have flash. Did you have W? You have fatal right here. Maybe flash ult isn't worth just one kill. I would take it. But it's weird. To me, it seems like you're scared. Even though, like, look at how much advantage you have. Like, watch when you hit this. Full health. This is the shit Nigel's always talking about. Okay. So you know, this is what Nigel was trying to explain, but let me explain it in this video where we can do it a little slower. And with the annotator. So you know, I wish I could make the size smaller. Is there a way to do that? Oh yeah. Okay. So you know 50%. That's how much one EQ just did, right? Let's roll it back. So Nigel's always talking about doing the math, but in my opinion, you don't even have to do the math. You can just see how many chunks you take out. Okay, your EQ plus Thunderbolt does about 50% of her HP. So that means next time the Thunderbolt comes up, what's it called? Electrocute? You have Fatal guaranteed. Now, right here, you should just be walking her to her tower, like I was saying. Okay, your E is up. Your Q's up. As long as she's below 50% HP, Thunderbolt's not up yet. But she's way below 50%. So, like, she should have the fear of God in her right now. Because in your head, you should know 50% is your fatal. And your electrocutor is back up now, so guaranteed fatal. So you have fatal right here. As soon as she's stepping forward, you should be like, no, you're not going to get this CS. This CS, right here, this belongs to me, pal. And you're going to have to pay me 300 fat ones to get this CS. Sorry, it costs that much money. But instead, you give it away for free. 99. If you were like, one, she wouldn't have been able to get it. Two, you would have been able to trigger your electrocute if you were stepping up further. Three, you could have ignited her if you were stepping up further. But you're like standing in this position as if she's going to kill you. And Rick's watching this whole VOD review and going, what do you... Shut up, coach. I win the game. Isn't that good enough? Is that not good enough for you? And right there, again, you should have had confidence in yourself. If you're going to fire the Q, you're just hoping the Q just kills her, you know? You're like, just... If it kills her, that's convenient for me. If not, whatever. You let her take another, what, 3 CS right there? Just the cannon. But you should have walked up and ignited her. And hit the Q. What's one turret shot? You're at full health. Okay, now you should be scared because you didn't back. Oh, didn't you have their blue? You killed their jungler. Maybe you don't need to be scared. Never mind. Do you have ult? This guy's sitting on everything. Okay, so let me pose a question to you right here. Man, I wish I could see how much money you have. I need to know. Because you didn't back. Kayle backed. You didn't back. Let's see. How long have you been in lane? 2 waves? 3 waves? You got 600 gold on you? Came back to lane in 7 minutes? Yeah, you probably don't have that much gold. Okay, so right here you decide not to back. Kayle's gonna back. You know it 100%. You know it in your soul. Kayle is gonna back. Okay, you go for turret plate. I think that's fine. You can still back right here. Kayle's TPing in. You still have enough time to get back one more time. Get back before this minion wave. Okay. You're waiting on cooldowns. Oh! What's... Oh! What? You're waiting for her ult? You're only gonna go if she ult set first? Okay, you got her because she sucks anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's a bronze player, you'll win. Okay, I think this game's probably toast from here. Let me see if there's anything else worth reviewing. It just feels like you don't press your advantage sometimes. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Okay, her ult. Kill? Doesn't matter if they're bronze. Let me ask you. Do you know what Kaale's ult does? Totally fine if the answer is probably not. Why not take this position? Do they have somebody else here that we don't know about? Emilio, but he's far away. I don't think we know about him. In my opinion, this Kaale is still dead to rights. Ziggs, maybe he'll be a problem. But why not prevent the Kaale from running away? You want to like kill her and get a perfect? You want to see the Street Fighter like perfect. After the Kaale ultimate lifts? That's the goal here. But it doesn't matter. Because this Kaale sucks ass, you get the kill anyway. Okay, good play by the Ziggs. Wasting his flash. Good play, I say. Wasting his flash for nothing. Oh no, is Rick gonna die while I'm erasing the perfect? He took damage? Okay. Okay, you guys are gonna like poke here? No, you're just gonna watch them do dragon? Okay. Okay. He heard me complain that he wasn't poking? Okay, you're Morgana. She goes nutty. Okay, now you've got no cooldowns. You have a fuck ton of money right now. I know it, you little goblin. You just got kills bottom. You should be hard shoving this wave so you can back. Okay, you're a Moo. He went for a crazy play. Hit the B button. B button. B button. B button. Hit the Hit the B button. No, man. No. No. Hit the B button. Are you fucking me right now? Oh, he's not even going for the plate. You didn't even get the plate. I'm tilted to oblivion. Hit the B button. Hold on, we're doing it again. When did Rick have the opportunity to hit the B button? After the Amumu trolls you. Get my. Hold on, hold on. $11:41. Put the clock up. 11:41. The first time Rick denies. First time Rick denies Christ. 1141. We're getting biblical here. Okay. Nigel says he got a turret plate. It was worth it actually to stick around. I disagree. He's at least killing a minion wave. For that, I can forgive him a little. This lamb sucks ass. Horrible player. She ganks you at all the wrong times. You're just. Oh, we're going a full minute past. Look, now, look at what's happening. You gave up lane priority. You're letting this Kayle win because you didn't hit back. And you still haven't hit back. You're losing lane to a Kayle that's like 0-8 and you know sucks. In your head, you're like, this Kayle sucks. He's still not backing. This is crazy. Look at this free CS Kayle's getting. Because you can't do anything to stop her. And the only reason you're alive is because the lamb sucks. Now your ult is down. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna die. You're both gonna die? Just kidding. They're both gonna die because the lamb sucks. I forgot. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Whatever. You're very afraid of Kayle's AoE. It doesn't do that much damage. Okay, hold on. Okay, now with our smaller pin, we'll subtract a second because I was too busy yapping. We got 13, 42. Oh, thank God the math is so much easier. 11, 41. Rick's backing with 8K in his pocket. The 1-0. He's 2 minutes late to backing. Oh, man. How many minion waves did you miss? That's 2 minutes. Minion spawn 2 minutes times every 30 seconds. The 2 minutes divided by 30 seconds. That's 4 times 150. Which is the same thing as 150 plus 150 plus, this is a plus, not an up caret, 150 plus 150, 5 plus 5, this is 10, 5 plus 5, this is 10, this is 0, this is 0, we add 2 over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You missed 600 gold. 600 gold. So you could walk around mid lane like this if we drew a map of you walking. 600 gold for walking around. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, that's. Oh, this VOD review is going to go on forever. I'm having way too much fun. Holy. Okay. Rick says I win the game. I'm up. What more do you want from me? Leave me alone, coach. I win the game. Is that not good enough? Is that not good enough? He says. Can you not hear League? Is it too quiet? Not coming through. Okay. Now can you hear League? thought I fixed the audio for this.
Bring it down a notch.
Okay, I think you can hear League now. Dang, 1 hour VOD review? And we couldn't hear League the whole time? Nobody cares. It doesn't matter. They suck. You're beating 2 of the worst players ever. I just saw a little green dot on my screen. Hold on, I gotta erase that. Okay, he cracks tower. I actually don't think there's anything else worth watching in this one. Maybe we'll cut it. There's probably a good tempo example here. That was just... You just went a little too big for your britches. But there is a play I actually have in mind to review for the tempo thing later. And we're not going to get any more lane phase critique because you already won. Be less afraid. Stand strong, Rick. Stand strong in mid lane when you're winning. Okay, Rick's gonna die. Just kidding, he put down the ward. Rick's gonna live. Rick's gonna kill bot lane? Yeah, I should not keep watching this game. Absolute waste of time. Let's leave. Spent 100 minutes going over 4 plays for a game that I still won. Fuck you, Kevin, says Rick. This is that same game. I'm going to click the same game one more time. Okay, this is the one. All my VOD reviews, no matter how focused I try and remain, take the same amount of time. Okay, nobody cares. Ganked. Okay. Okay, we're going for something messy, something ooey gooey. Oh, Rick gets 1. Oh, Rick gets 2. Oh no, does he get 3? Oh shit, he gets 3. He doesn't get a triple off of that one, but he makes money. Okay, and this is where you were really concerned that Akshan was going to come kill him. Let's turn it so we've only got our vision. And you were right to be concerned, but thankfully the Akshan on the enemy team is, what do we call him? Dog shit. I couldn't think of something funny. He's horrible. He's iron. He does nothing instead. He spends his time waiting for Rick to get back to lane so he can stand in front of him.
Wouldn't do that. Seriously?
Okay, Rick, the Akshan roams when he shouldn't have been roaming. Rick says, I'm going to punish you for that, and gets the kill. Solid play all around by Ricky. We love to see it. He's backing, ladies and gentlemen. Holy. That was the best back you've done all day? That was crazy. Okay. He gets his ass beat a little, has to bag again.
Well, look at you.
Okay, we're gonna talk about something. Nigel wants me to talk about this. 'Cause Nigel, he brings it up a lot and you make him real mad. Okay, and you're gonna do this a lot of times against this Akshan? Why'd you use your E right there? Don't explain it. It's a rhetorical question. If it, Nigel, in Nigel's opinion, and you're gonna disagree with it, but you should, after like the first couple levels, I don't even know if you should use it at level 3. You should basically only use your E on wave if you're like trying to hard push, or it's like guaranteed you will not need your E 100% for the next 20 seconds. Like, because you use your E. Now Akshan, which you don't see him because he's invisible right now, he's like right here, has free roam to come kill you. And this happens to you a lot, that you just use. Imagine if you're playing Ahri and you're just using your charm just to kill minions. The enemy sees you use your charm and he goes, holy shit, now I can kill this guy. So I would humbly request that you do not use this spell to kill minions.
Bring it down a notch.
So now it's like a guaranteed trade loss. Because you don't have the one spell you need for trading. Like, your E is meant for hitting champions, I think. Like, it's not super good at wave clear. Because you're not even leveling it up. But you hit the thing so that way you can get your gloom passive on them. And so it slows them so that way your Q actually works.
Nope.
But if your E's aren't, and your E also has a long cooldown compared to the other stuff, right?
Let's level the playing field.
Let's see, yeah, Silas doesn't even use his ultimate. Come on. So like, Nigel, and I'm mostly in agreement with him. I'm not as in tune
Don't even
with
think
mid
about
lane, but would say you should just, this guy sucks. You should just like literally never use your E to hit wave. It would be like if you're a bot lane and you watch an Alistar use his headbutt to clear a minion. And you would just know, okay, I can go in on this Alistar now. Like, he doesn't have his main tool. Guy sucks. Yes. We're not gonna put the timer on screen. What happens here? Akshan's already dead? Before you even... Dragon's even up? You guys have killed him already? What happened? Where is he? He died so long ago that he comes back up before Dragon's down? Dragon's up? Okay. You, after you kill Akshan, I know you don't have any, you only have like 400 gold, right? You have to back here. You end up getting this dragon, but let's assess the play. Dragon is up in 15. You killed Akshan, which means you could have backed even earlier than this, but I'm not against clearing this wave, I guess. Is he just so bad? He was dead already. He's dead so long ago. This guy sucks. I gotta keep rewinding. He died 8 years ago. Okay. Dragon's up in 45. Back. What are you doing? You need to be reset for Dragon. Okay, you get a plate. Okay, now back. Now I know you have enough money to buy something. You got 400 bucks guaranteed. You got a plate. Okay, and you don't back again. So technically, right here, now, and you're not looking at bot lane. You don't know what bot lane status is. Technically, they have advantage mid lane for Dragon. You have health. You give up Dragon pressure here. So you could stay in CS. It just is, it's like a horrible decision. You should have known, 100% probably, I think your team has been pinging it regularly, that you needed to get Dragon, so you should have gone back to get health for Dragon. But in this scenario, because you refused to back, despite getting a kill on mid lane, you gave up pressure on Dragon. The only good thing is that you got the minions to crash in. But like, look at how passive you have to play this. Your team, like, you had 45 seconds before Dragon spawned. This Akshan died and came back. So I know 100% you could be at full health with more items and here. You could have already gone in with your team, like with this Evelynn, to get a kill. But instead you have to play like passive. So what do you have to stay back, right? Like you're afraid. So this whole play is kind of going south. Thankfully, your Evelynn is clutch. And the big boss comes in to save the play. She's gonna dive under tower versus 3 and get a kill. She's so cool. Look at what you accomplished during this afterwards. Hold on. So now your Thresh has to die. Or not Thresh, yours. Whatever. Your thing. I can't remember his name, the annoying guy. And your ADC got killed. How did your ADC get killed? He just got killed in the brawl. Somebody comes up behind him. No, somebody runs up on him. Yeah. And let's see what you were able to accomplish during this fight, besides hitting Dragon. Which is like not necessarily what you want your mage to be doing anyway, in this scenario. You have to play super far back, you're afraid of everything. You throw your ult, guaranteed hits over here with your ultimate. You throw it at Akshan, invisible Akshan, somewhere over here. He was not there, but he was invisible. You were looking for Akshan apparently. But I don't think you would have been able to 100-0 him. So now your ult's down. You're like so out of this. You, again, think like you're gonna... Your team is like... Okay, I gotta do this without pausing. Now let's... Hold on. Taking a quick look at the scoreboard. You got the most CS on your team and the most kills. You are like the strongest person in the game. And you ruin your team here. Like, this play goes horribly negative because you don't do it. I know I'm being really mean right now. I'm sorry. But, like, because of what you did by not hitting back here after you got this kill on Akshan, which I know it was a long time ago now. I should have written down the timer and done the meme 3 times in one video. But, like, because you didn't back, you weren't able to play in the position that you should have been in for this play. And your whole team dies because of it. And what do you accomplish? You, essentially, I'm not going to put the time. Essentially, for 2 minutes, you do nothing. That's the point that I'm making with this. You don't do any damage, but you have all of your team's money. You're not even part of this huge play that's happening. But you're around. By being there, you kind of bait them into being in this fight, but you don't contribute whatsoever. Your whole advantage means nothing in this play. That shouldn't have been even an even trade, you know?
Don't go anywhere.
Evelyn couldn't get the kill either. So, like, that was just, like, such a massive misplay. Humongous misplay on your part specifically. It's like,
Bring it down a notch.
since we talked about it for so long, to really break down what happened, you guys got a kill mid lane, and you lost dragon priority from it because you did not back, and then your Evelyn was able to secure dragon even though the enemy team had priority on it. But she, like, made the hero smite, like, stayed in even though the enemy team was attacking you, all of you guys. And then your team, like, goes 50-50 in the end because this Evelyn is a really good player. And, like, saved your hide a little bit. But, like, it shouldn't have been that way. You should have been a power player there that should have been able to turn that whole play in your favor. Instead, the Akshan that you've been shitting on for the past 15 minutes was the actual MVP of that play. Okay, let's move on. You guys are gonna get some more kills here. I don't know what I've been able to talk this whole time. You guys are just like wandering around jungle. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The raid boss is here. Rick gets a tripler. He's fed to shit. Rick's the most fed person that's ever been fed in a game. He's like, I'm gonna win, coach. Is that not good enough? Longest VOD review of a winning player ever.
Nope. Whatever.
That play, right there, that was like pretty good tempo. Like, theoretically, maybe you should have backed. But because your team was pressing forward, it was smarter in this situation to stay up with them than it would have been to hit B and ruin your whole team's tempo. Because he puts this down. If he didn't have this, then it would have been a stupid play. But because you have Herald, you get the tower. You probably shouldn't be stepping up, but your whole team's stepping up, so fuck it. And then that Irelia counters you guys. A little bit of an overreach, but it was a team overreach. Your decision making checks out in that scenario. Because, like, you can't just play as if your team doesn't exist, of course. I don't want to be unreasonable. So, because you're stuck with your team's tempo, I think that was a good play. Even though your team's tempo might not have been the smart play overall. But we're not reviewing a 5v5 VOD here. If I was 5v5 coaching, I would say, what the fuck were you thinking, Irelia? There's no reason to step up after that tower's gone. Okay. Is Garen kind of strong? He's right now typing report Akshan. Report Swain, report Jinx, report Vex. Oh shit. Hooked. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. They turned it on you there. They're calling for your head? Hey, look! It happened again. It happens like 3 times in this game. You use your E on this wave, no reason to. You could just be firing Qs on this wave. And Akshan is like, oh, his E is down? Easy trade. But again, this is another scenario, and we don't want to play the game in this fashion where if you win because this Akshan sucks, right? Like, you're just raw skill gapping him. But you want to be like actually outplaying him, not just because he's dog and you're less dog. Oh shit, just kidding, you die. Because again, you used your E on a wave. Now, he probably would have killed you anyway, but like, you could at least have your spells up. I don't know. Just consider not spamming your whole moveset to clear regular waves in regular scenarios. That was also another scenario. This is like a 2-factor.
Spread my words.
Doesn't have anything to do with tempo necessarily, but this is a 2-factor of Rick never presses the B button. What are you doing here? Your ult is down? Your flash is down? You have 1/3 HP? Why go back for this wave? Answer for your crimes. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna question mark ping him. What? What's he thinking? Chat, what's he thinking right here? He's thinking 150 gold? I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking. Switch to the Akshan. Because, in my opinion, this Akshan, yeah, he wasn't even trying to back. Then he sees you, and he's like, freest kill of my life. You're walking around at 1/3 health against Twitch? You should know better. This isn't your first time seeing Akshan. Horrible play by Pyke. Horrible. Every Pyke player doesn't know how to play the video game. I said it. And I stand on that. Okay, we're running out of time in the night. I gotta stop watching League of Legends. I think there's one more really bad play by you in this one. Really bad? Check the scoreboard? Rick says Scoreboard! But you're getting mocked by an Akshan that sucks. That's like what shouldn't be happening. Okay. There was probably a bad tempo play while I was yapping just now, but we're not rewinding because it's not the play I wanted to talk about that I have in mind. Okay, this Jinx is dead. She's walking around. She's doing exactly what you just did, but for your team, invisible characters just... You have to get plant rank before you even understand what invis is. I don't super want to break this down. I guess you guys win. Let's just not talk about it. There's a different play that I want to talk about, and this is getting close to the 2-hour mark. It's what, 1.5 hours, my average review time. Whatever, you guys are kind of wasting time here. Yeah, you get killed for it. Tower though. Okay, your Evelyn is actually dialed in to win the game. You get free push power for it. This is all good. Ooh, hold on. Nigel is punching his desk right now. When you hit this... When you press this... Ooh, he's seething with anger. He's so mad. What are you? Doesn't matter, he sucks. That's what Rick says, shut up. I'm better than him. I'm better than him with just my autos. I'm better than this dog shit Akshan. The craziest Rick play of all time. Alright, we gotta watch it. Does he, hold on. Does he get himself into this scenario because he uses E on a wave again? Let's see. We have to at least acknowledge the faker play, but why does he have to make a faker play? Is that an E on the minion wave while the enemy champion's there? That is crazy. We got 4 examples in one game, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. He's using the E on waves. Okay, Tower is beating the shit out of him. He says, fuck you. Okay, the Akshan is punishing you for being so overzealous. You get hit by 15 tower shots. That's the real reason you... Then Jinx ult. Then you gold mode. Okay. Huge play. Rick is popping off. He's going crazy. Chat is holding their breath. Chat is going... They got the big eyes. They're... What? How is he doing this? Holy sh... He gets 1 fruit. He hits both spells. He's like blind fires the ultimate. Bye-bye, bitch. Let's go. Huge. Crazy outplay. We won't talk about what happened to your base in this time. And he goes right back to E the wave. And now... Does Jinx? Oh shit, his E came up? Doesn't matter. Just kidding, he gets the kill? Holy. Your team hates you so much, man. After this game, I'm talking about how you're one of those, like, just like KDA focused players, doesn't care about team at all, just score seeking. I'm a huge Vex hater after this game. Okay, Rick gives his life to Dragon. I remember this one was a pretty good play. This isn't the play I wanted to talk about either. I'm trying to speed this up. I'm having so much fun. I love watching League of Legends. Rick's wandering around, doing a lot of wandering around. We're watching at 4x speed while Rick wanders around. Okay, Garen gives his life to Rick, so I'll stop making fun of him. Man, Evelyn cut his fucking head off. They gotta take the Invis champs out of the game. This is one of the most insane throws I've ever seen. Pin. $35, $21. Baron is coming up. Is this the Baron throw? No, maybe he doesn't throw here. Just kidding, he hit the back button. Okay, wait! I mixed this up with a different play. Maybe nothing bad happens here. Maybe you guys win this, actually. This, I think, is the play. Rick has like 6k gold on him right here. He's such an asshole. It just dies. Do they get Dragon off of that, or is it the next play I'm thinking? Yeah, this is it. Okay, I was right. I identified the spot. So... let's go back. It's such a long time. Baron is up in 30 seconds. Rick has an opportunity to back right here. Instead, he decides to stay on the map for no reason. He's like, I'd rather defend Baron at half health instead of full health. Is his decision, I guess. And with, like, he's got a full item in his pocket, I think. I think he has an insane amount of gold in his pocket right now. Okay, they catch Garen. He says report Vex. I don't know, you threw your ult. You didn't need to throw your ult, but that's a little more picky. In my opinion, greedy to throw your ult. If you're not in my chat, I'm talking about how you threw your ult to try and KS because you were a KDA player. The way you're playing this game makes you seem like a KDA player. You are not helping the team in any situation with all of the money that you have. Okay, so you stick around to farm. You're in the wrong position. If your team starts getting fought. Okay, your team's carrying without you. You get Baron by the skin of your teeth. Now
Okay.
you're at even lower HP. And your team is pushing. This is a team-wide mistake here, in my opinion. You should all bag. But we're going. Wait a minute. His excuse was that his team was pushing. They were going to win the game. Where's Rick? KDA player. Rick is looking. He wants to extend the game so he can get to 20 kills. That's what I'm assuming. If I'm in this game with Rick. He's purposely extending this game so he can raise his KDA. Goes top for literally no reason. His whole team gets baited by Rick. And then Rick dies. Because he didn't bag. He didn't bag. Didn't help the push. He's just gonna get killed here. Take the timer off the screen. It's a damn shame. Rick dies. This has horrendous. We could even go back. Rick is saying I healed up enough that I was still helpful at Baron. Back off me, asshole. Okay. You still should have backed right here. What are you gonna accomplish at 1/8 HP? And you bait your team by walking up with them for the finishing blow. You don't even stick around to try and get it. You don't do anything for a whole minute right here. And then you die, and then your team loses because of it. Okay, I'm probably being mean. Rick's probably getting frustrated watching this part of the video. I'm being a little rude. I'm sorry. Okay. So this shit goes south. And because of this, the big money guy, the KDA player on the team, the guy with all the fucking gold, except Evelyn is carrying now, is dead. Now they have to go for a risky play to secure the core objective to win the game. They don't want to give up Elder Dragon. So, like, they have to contest it. Their backs against the wall here. But none of this should be happening. That's my point, is that this play is only possible because you didn't hit the B button. So now you have to rush over there. They're all going to die. Because you've got all the money on your team. Your Evelyn is trying to make a hero play. Absolutely devastating. But fortunately for you, you have two of the best characters for winning against Silvers on your team. That's Evelyn and Irelia. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think you die right here. Do you? No, the Ferris peels you out. In my very humble opinion, you take a ton of money in this game and you don't accomplish anything with it. The objectives that we see taken are taken because your Evelyn is playing good in every situation. It's like you are almost neutralized or not participating at all in every single one of these objectives that we're watching. And it's almost always because you didn't hit the B button at the times where you're supposed to reset. And I think now that we're approaching the end here, I'm probably not explaining well enough why you should be making these decisions to hit B. But it's like you greed for staying when that greed is like negatively impacting your ability to be on the map. So there's just, anytime you're at like a quarter HP and you know in your soul that you can't like stand up to any champion, you're just like gambling on the chance to stay in lane and they won't show up, right? Or something like that. That's what you do when you don't bag at like a quarter HP. And in those situations, like, you're just kind of throwing. Here, it's fine not to bag. Your Varus shouldn't be bagging. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But since your Varus bagged and your Evelyn bagged, this is another situation where I would bag. You have no tempo. You should just get out of there. Like, what are you doing? This Garen, if he ran up on you right now, he can kill you. What are you accomplishing by staying there? That's kind of what you need to be in your head asking yourself, is like, what am I accomplishing by being here? And where is my team? What is the tempo of my team? Because your Varus backed, your Evelyn is like farming minions, you could just hit the B button really quick. You could reset, you could be powerful and ready for the next fight. But again, you've taken yourself out of the final fight of the game. The big money guy on your team, you have to be scared of his Sylas and Garen. You're playing on like the outside of the field. Oh shit! Just kidding, you're like waiting to steal the kill because you're the KDA player on the team. Alright, final play, he gets the hit. Did you land one spell there? Alright, sorry, I'm being really rude.
Let's level the playing field.
So, like, you have to be terrified of this Sylas because you're at a half health. And then you walk into Garen by accident. Okay? Okay, you hit one spell. You hit two spells. You're, like, the amount of damage you do in this fight for how fed you are is unforgivable. Like, you should be, in my opinion, the point I'm making in this game is that this game should be in your hands as like the most fed player on your team. Like, you are obliterating. You have crazy CS in this game. It falls off towards the end, as it tends to do with you. But you have crazy CS difference on your lane opponent. And you were like winning the whole game. But you surrender your agency to actually carry the game at every point. Like, every single time that you should be the one able to make a play, there should be two different dragon plays where you have potential for a penta, but instead, like, you decided to stay in lane for some CS or whatever, or like you just gambled that this guy isn't gonna stay here and kill you at 1/3 HP when he was at 2/3 HP. You stayed here so you could push with a minion wave when you had 1/8 health. And so, like, in all these scenarios, your agency is nothing. We saw multiple fights, even just that last fight, where you did almost no damage with all of the money on your team. And now it's not true anymore at the end. This Evelyn has like far surpassed you in strength. But at a certain point, you were the hard carry for your team, but you weren't hard carrying. You like wash your hands of being the hard carry by not being prepared to carry in the scenarios where you need to. So, hopefully me bringing it up is helpful. I feel like it's not. I'm ranting here at the end. You gotta, like, a lot of times for mid lane, it doesn't take that long to go back and then come back to lane. It's like, I don't know, Nigel could tell you, it's like 40 seconds total or something. But, a lot of times you should be just like, if an objective is coming up in the next minute and you're not full health, you should just hit the B button as soon as you like have an opportunity to do so. So you can have fully purchased and you've converted all of your gold to power, so you're ready for the next objective fight and you have all your health. And if you don't have those things, like, there's no point in going to an objective fight at 1/3 HP. Like, what are you gonna do? And the answer that we saw play out is you're gonna do nothing. You're just gonna wander around the fight and not hit anybody or do any damage. You're baiting your team by just standing around. Okay. I'm done now. I'm sorry, I probably was... I could feel myself being mean, and I'd like to apologize. But I hope that I made some points that are useful to you. Let's cut it.